Or the second has to be.
So we have new residents on Whipple Road. Bob, would you like to start off?
Okay, we're planning a 5-bedroom house on a vacant land there on Whipple Road, just after you go past Stornoway on the left.
Just past Stornoway on the left. Okay, got it.
And it's an acre and a half. And there's not too much architecture to take pictures of around there, but I did my best.
Yeah. It's leafy this time of year, for sure.
And I have extra sets.
Ah. This looks familiar because I live on Ludlow.
So is this going to be a septic? Or-
Yes.
And so you're going to put a new septic, yeah?
Yeah.
It's in always.
Oh, you're not seeing, sorry.
No,
Bring
it's
that
all
to
right.
you. I mean, I think it's really nice, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
What's the,
So the siding, it's cement, yes, cement board, yes,
Yes.
hardy plank or
Hardy
something like
plank.
that.
Architectural shingles, the ones with the shadow lines on them. That looks fixture.
Yeah, it's nice.
And,
Good.
open plan.
Yeah.
did you guys develop one Stornoway? Or no?
No.
Okay, good, because this is much better
So
than
is
that.
that the first?
That's this one,
Oh,
which
this,
I'm not a
that's the
fan.
first development you're going to do, or
That's terrible.
is this
You
the,
very
here, yes?
They drew nice.
I was just gonna say
In
that.
that area, yes.
Oh, these gay, okay.
I was just gonna say that those look fairly new, but.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, hey. That's good. I think I'm parking.
Got it.
I'll move back to where my person is.
Big turnout tonight.
This border is really grown.
I know, you have lived in this town for 25 years and I've
Depends
never
on the
been to
meeting,
one of these things.
We were just talking about that.
You never been to what?
One of these music things.
Oh, I think I've been a couple.
I'm so allergic to like parking problems, I would never picture that.
Well, we had that today.
Anyway, you guys wanna take a look at it? This is on Whippoorwill, right near Stornoway. And the rest of us have just finished saying that we liked it.
Okay.
So this is
Just to get to the
oh,
chase.
new.
New residents on
Your house?
Yes.
Oh, these are the neighbors?
Right.
Well, when I saw your name on the agenda, I said, oh, this is gonna be fancy.
Did you guys overlap on the board, Jan?
No,
Overlap? No.
no, but
I think I was
He always
on
comes
until
in.
2000. That's a long time ago.
2000.
Yeah, we
I
were
was
around.
2005. Were you before?
I was 2003.
Or is it just really loud?
How'd you get a, they get a lot? Is it tear down or
No, vacant land.
Really?
Yes.
somebody have a double properties?
Yeah. There was a house there and they did a subdivision.
All right, well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Okay,
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
7 people?
We have
Yeah.
full attendance, that never
No, no, Stanley's not
No,
here.
Stanley's not
Stanley,
here,
huh?
but really,
Hi.
it's, you know, the
I
short
know.
docket and the.
See if we get a full house when there's 9 and 10, right?
So she didn't show up?
Well, we started at roughly at 8, so I'm gonna ask
Oh, okay.
if she's here.
The Rocks one knows when she could only do a certain percentage of the window, like a
No, she
certain
knows
number.
now. I
Yeah,
think she
you
was
could only
just
do
bringing
one
it.
sign
Yeah.
per.
This may even be something new. I thought we gave her approval
I thought we
last
did the
time.
last time.
Yeah, this was supposed to be something new or additional because we.
Okay.
I think it was just documentation, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was
She
something
didn't have any
we were looking
documentation
for,
of what
yeah.
she was doing on the window.
That's the first time.
50 Hayes Cross Road.
How's everyone?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Concert going on outside. What a great night to have some ambient music while you have your meeting.
Yes, it could have been prepared.
Oh, you could have untaped?
Yeah, well,
Homeowners, architects, and contractors?
we're the homeowners and we're architects,
Oh, okay.
or contractors.
Okay, good, you don't have enough of that architects doing that.
Well, employee of the contract.
So,
Hates Cross, okay.
I saw it.
Yeah, and you, which one are you?
Which is your site?
The middle of
Yeah,
the
it's
tree,
kinda
so you
creepy.
can't see it.
I think. It's, I don't know if you know it, it's a crazy, we have a property next to us that was just sold at auction.
It's a
It
foreclosure.
was, how many acres?
86 acres.
Yeah.
It's a 19,000 square foot home next door.
Yeah.
86.
At
It was
auction.
once listed at 30 million and then it went to 13 and,
So it just sold?
well, apparently they had an auction and no
It was a no
reserve, so
reserve
apparently it's
foreclosure,
sold, but
yeah.
we haven't heard, how it turned out. But, I mean, I guess the key thing is we have 7 acres and we don't really we can't see any of the neighbors as it is, but I don't know, should I just start? Or-
Yes, please.
Yes.
So, we bought the house 2 years ago. It was at the time being marketed as either a caretaker's house for the big mansion or a tear down. And for us, we really loved it. It was mid-century modern, something we were looking for. The original owners still owned it. They had grown up there as kids. Their father was a landscape architect, and so we were kind of lucky that. And for them, they wanted somebody to preserve it.
What was their name?
Greenberg. Doris and Leon, and the 3 sons grew up in Chappaqua. Went to school here.
Okay.
So because he was a landscape architect, it has pretty stellar landscape all the way around it. But it's a pretty simple house that was originally 4-bedroom, tiny bedroom house. And they were
10
using,
10 by 10.
Yeah.
Best with a closet in that space.
yeah, so the first thing we did is renovated the main house and turned the 4-bedroom into a 2-bedroom. With the idea that at some point we need to expand it a little bit to at least have a 3rd bedroom.
And you've done that, right?
We have not done
Oh,
that.
that's part of this?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
this
no.
actually, we're really making a studio.
Do you have more pictures of this?
Yeah,
Your
with
house?
all the talking and,
Slab on grade, that's correct. There is a
with the,
small basement,
Radiant
mechanical. They had no radiant heating, it's forced air. We did put radiant
those
heating
are-
in our bathroom.
These are existing.
these are some of the existing, this is a rendering of what we're trying to do. Here's there's some more. There's the floor elevations of the house.
That's about it?
This is from the approach coming up the street. So back to that idea of, our original thought was that we would put an addition on this side of the house, which in looking at this drawing,
Originally.
yeah. So
We're not there yet,
We'd be
though.
over here. And there's no garage, it's just a carport and kind of a shed in the, underneath that carport.
This is the carport here as it exists. And you can kind of see in these drawings,
Right.
sort of
So
enclosing that with brick and glass.
Yeah, that's the current project, to try and enclose the carport to turn it into a studio.
We're not
That's it,
going,
that's all you're
And an
coming for now?
enclosed garage,
yeah,
yes.
we're not pushing the
What's the
footprint at all.
Underwater
pool.
pool.
It's actually
They're
oh,
separate.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
put in
yeah,
a
that.
separate application
Separate
Oh.
application.
to that, yeah. The deck exists, but the pool isn't there. And the thought was, depending on whether we can do this or not, this is a company called Mod Pools, which basically uses a storage container that they retrofit into it. They can just drop it in, it can be moved.
Yeah.
It's like an
It's-
aquarium, that's right.
It is a bit like an
It's
aquarium.
it's a hot tub and pool in one, and it has an ingrained cover.
Yeah, it's a built-in cover.
Good
They just
research.
come
You
in
have
and,
We wanted to do this in our with our LA house like years ago, so we're
Yeah.
like, this is kind of perfect for
Photos
this.
Does it come with the railing?
the neighbors.
Or is that?
We would do the railing, they can put a railing on our,
It's here somewhere, I just,
Which one's it in there?
The ones with the
Neighboring
neighbors.
houses.
the pictures with the neighbors.
is there 2 in there somewhere?
Maybe here you
No, I thought I just saw it. Oh, no, here they are. Sorry, I'm just looking past it.
You can't
So,
really see
yeah.
that.
4, 3.
Right.
I mean, you have 7.
This is actually ours, so this is what you see of our house from Kate's Cross, and this is what you see of everybody else's. This is across the street, and then these are our adjacent. This is the big house that just sold, or the auction.
Yeah, yeah.
And
What's
this-
the architectural vocabulary?
This is like a big Georgian mansion, as you can imagine.
I don't think I've ever really seen this house up close, the other
It's
one, so
traditional.
I don't know. You know, we're the only, well, no, it's not true.
There's
There
a
are a couple
mixture
of
on
other
that.
contemporary.
Yeah, there are a
Few.
few, yeah.
Yeah,
Mid-century
nothing
ones.
that's quite
And
as,
isn't there, there's like a Mediterranean too?
yeah, I mean, there are a couple of modern box contemporary things, but,
Oh, there's a beautiful house down by the pond.
yeah,
There's
that's
the-
a great house.
And yeah,
And
there's the
a-
Levitt's house is really cool inside.
Yeah,
I
there-
haven't been there.
I haven't.
Okay.
There's a house that sold, I think, maybe just after we bought. That's a big, beautiful kind of Cape Cod style. But
And there's a house, the Lieberman's real estate brokers had a house on the street that was also beautiful, century bond house, very similar to yours, I thought maybe that was
When was your house?
61.
They are
Brady?
enclosing space, yes.
House was built in
This is
61.
the existing, this is how they open
They
and
started
close it.
Do you have elevations of what you're enclosing,
Yep.
what it looks like? I guess, what's the elevation today, what's the elevation tomorrow?
So right now,
Is it a heated space? Are you going to heat this space?
yes. Yeah.
So, you have this,
Well, there will be a fire separation or something here?
Because of the garage?
Can I see that, please?
Well, we hadn't anticipated that we'd have to do that,
The code requires the
Yeah.
fire separation.
because the cars are in there,
Correct, yeah.
yeah. But we can do it easily. But,
Basically, right now it's all open, so you can see it's just post
Here?
and beam. Yeah. And what we were going to do is bring brick in these two spots, glass garage doors, and then this is all enclosed in glass. We would have we had already anticipated a separation on that side. Here, we didn't.
There's a separation on the far
Yeah,
We
side.
have to, yeah.
And we had toyed with the idea of this being a door on this side, so
Right.
it's just not on the drawings. That's a good question.
I guess
No,
it's similar to this
existing,
one,
though.
3'5".
It's
Oh, no, 2'9".
It is symmetrical.
2'9".
Yeah.
Yes, so that's what it is.
Oh, there's a pool there now?
This is a reflecting pool
Barely
that's
can-
about 10
Oh.
inches
Oh.
deep that was in existing.
Yeah, I
That's
think
gonna be
you are
fire
talking
rated, so
over.
it's gonna be self-working.
You are talking
But
over.
you have elevations, is this, maybe it's not clear, cause I'm not
Well, 'cause it's
is this a
glass.
full elevation of the house?
No.
Of the structure, or you, where
this is just looking at the
Garage.
garage.
But one thing
where
I
is the house in
observed
relation
that
to the
when you
garage?
put
Is
the
it not
west
attached?
elevation
Yeah,
because of
let's see if
your
we can see it on the
side
same
facing
plan.
the north,
I mean, this is a little one, there's a better.
when,
So
I
we'll
have
have
the
the same
north
page
here.
Claudia is addressing.
Sorry.
this elevation, you are calling this one not south, but you calling it east, is that what it is? So
What do we-
basically
what-
this one,
So
because I looked at
this-
it, it was
This
a
little
little
piece
bit,
right there is what we're talking about. This is
misleading,
the house.
you know, the nomenclature.
See here,
and how
this
you
was
call it.
before we
So that's
renovated,
been
yeah,
a
that's the
little bit
carport.
And these two connected? Is it
They're
So
connected
this
with
is called-
just the,
breezeway?
right,
Would that be where it comes out?
there's no physical
Right,
connection
normally
between
this
the
side
mothers
is
and
like that,
the
this should
Right.
be north, this one should be south, west
So
and
your
east, and
elevations
the
are drawn-
thing is, but I
Do
mean,
you
it
have a
doesn't
legend on the
matter,
bottom
I mean,
border
because they
there?
are, but it doesn't matter, because it's kind of like northwest,
Yeah, so I think,
But I
Yeah,
guess
pretty
the
much.
Garage doors are glass and the walls are
because it's,
glass.
Except, no, we're adding two brick walls in the front at the garage piece of it.
it doesn't matter.
And the idea is to
Kind of
match
just
that, yeah.
very, it's very nice. It's very nice. It just, there's a lot of glass there.
Yeah, do you have any, I mean, just for your comfort, do you have overhangs? Looks like it's like south and west, or I guess for the south.
Yeah, well, the existing house has windows all the way around, sliding glass doors all the way around.
But in your new
There's
studio, right?
some we're in.
Yeah.
there's not an overhang here, but this
No,
is all
yeah.
overhang. It just doesn't necessarily directly affect the space.
Yeah.
Um,
What we've done in the house is just added curtains in places where they didn't have them to deal with the sun issues. It's really just kind of a morning issue
Oh,
for that.
Yeah, we replaced track all the way around.
Do you envision a triple glazed tiles or?
It's not triple glazed, but the doors that we put in are double glazed. Yeah, we had to replace a couple of bays in the existing house where we renovated the bedrooms into the new bathroom and master
So we're
And that's all
upgrading.
double glazed.
Yeah, we're upgrading as we go to be more energy efficient.
Where's the east elevation or partial east elevation? What does that
This
look
is what she was saying, that it may be mislabeled.
like? You got
Oh,
three
really?
elevations, is there a fourth? Is this supposed to be, this is a section? Do you have the other side of this wall?
I don't
Yeah,
think
that-
I don't think it's on the drawing.
It's this side, this one that he's looking
Yeah.
for. So it's a section through, but not showing the
Is
elevation.
that,
Well, part of the building's gonna be sticking out, right, so.
Right,
Yeah,
and this
so-
is basically what you're gonna see in that piece that's sticking out. It's basically, it's, they're similar except we don't have this piece right here. This is where,
Well, some of it's underneath, under, in the visual.
so that elevation is looking this way. So what we see on that side is the existing, this is our existing shed right now, that's how you enter it.
Remember, this is looking this way, right? So
Right.
What's looking this way?
Right, what I'm saying is it's a match of this except for this piece. This is the same, and then this is all glass. If you're looking at this elevation, you
Oh,
see this
the
brick wall?
elevation of the existing
Looking,
house.
looking this way.
Well, right now, you're pointing to the existing plan, right? It's open,
Yeah, that's open.
except for the shed.
Okay,
So what we're talking about doing is putting brick there,
alright.
and then this is all glazed. Back to this door.
And that matches the current house.
Right.
The original plan. So they did a solid, these are 12-foot bays. They did solid
Hey
brick.
guys, you know. Sorry, we're so large today that we're. Questions? We should stay.
So this picture really shows you the two, this facade and this facade and how they talk to each other.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was really critical. I mean, there, you know, lots of things we could do to make it bigger, but we've tried to respect the existing grid and the materials and everything, so it feels like it was originally designed that way.
One thing you should submit to the town is that elevation, you
Yeah.
know, because if we
These are
approve
CAD
something, we don't
and-
have a drawing to approve.
Did the guys do the renderings in Revit?
They, this is probably,
It's probably a mixture of both,
it's
to be
probably
honest.
Rhino. Yeah.
oh really, right,
Yeah, that's
No.
what
that's right.
we typically, I don't know, I've got guys that do all kinds of software, and I let them do it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure the basic drawing, we tend to use Revit, but I don't know how he rendered it.
But I know that there's some
Very nice
Photoshop.
renderings.
You know, because it is, sort of very easily translated from plan to elevation, because you have the glass and it matches the glass on the other side, it's actually really a simplified version of what you got there. I think you could just sketch it. You know, I would consider it to be,
But there should be something, yeah, you should.
Oh, we
try.
can do the drawing if, they may have already done the drawing and just,
But if you want approval,
You want approval, you gotta.
just sketch it here.
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that's,
Absolutely.
we'll do the next person while
Yes,
you
you
can
can
do it out
Sure.
there.
do it outside and then
Just the,
we're good. It's
Alright.
just having a record.
elevations from the house looking at the piece, basically.
In
what
the
you-
future though, we
what that
usually
is showing.
require the full elevation, even though you're only
Yeah.
approving part of it. So
yeah,
the
honestly,
whole
I
house-
overlooked it because I had my office do the drawings.
No, I'm saying the whole house.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
If you
normally,
come back the next time, do any other renovations, really,
Even if
We
it's
like to
just
see
a
the
sort of
whole
more
house.
schematic
even if
version
you're
of
not
it.
touching.
Sure.
Yeah.
because we're signing off on something and then we,
That makes
you know,
sense.
the inspector comes
You're
in.
seeing behind.
Right.
You're seeing
Okay.
you're seeing that inside.
Thanks.
So come, you know, come back in after the
Sure.
next, guys are
Okay. That one and this one?
We'll just go.
That was your
That
wrap.
was Yeah, thanks very much.
I mean, I understand what they're doing.
Oh, yeah,
It's gotta
exactly,
be clear.
Right,
Otherwise,
very nice.
quite different.
Thanks.
But it can't be,
Okay, yeah, isn't the safety?
there's a safety issue, yeah, the railings can't be, you have to be continuous.
The what?
It has to be
Yeah,
surrounded,
Yeah.
so
Correct.
somebody can't come in and drown themselves,
Yeah.
basically.
The
Can't get into it. The
the
kids,
code is very clear with pools, it has
Yeah.
to be 48 inches, it has very definitive,
Self-closing.
but they're not going for the pool this time.
No.
No.
Okay.
But when they come for the pool, they have
got
to be.
you.
That will have to be.
Yeah, now it could be done with maybe stainless steel wires or something that you don't see it so readily.
Will
Enough
we-
to
will
probably
we
also
see
do
it?
around the deck.
I mean, will it come to us?
Well, it's gonna be more than 25,000,
So, yeah, okay.
you'll have a chance to view on that.
To make
day.
sure that it doesn't, you know,
See,
interrupt
the
something
pool
that
is
we agreed to.
integral within the house, so it comes under your purview, it's not a detached amenity. So yeah, you'll see that.
Is that what it is now, 25,000?
Yes, that's the entry level, unless I feel it's something that you really need to see, seeing, you know, if it's something that you're wishing to, whether it's 25,000 or not, I'll bring it in.
Oh, interesting. You mean like I drive by something and say, what's that? Is that what you mean?
Well, 25,000 is our threshold to come in, but if there's something that you're voicing that you'd like to see when it comes back, it's under my purview, I will recommend it goes. I have some discretion, not a lot of power.
Oh, look at the plants. But I saw that, I couldn't like pinpoint the elevations and also the.
34 Ridgewood Terrace?
Hi guys.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Put in these a lot more.
Only if you want, but we just put it on the
Oh,
table.
perfect.
This is the first time, yes?
Homeowner, architect?
Yes, she's the owner, I'm the architect.
So, well, you can, like, flip them up so we can see them,
yeah.
you know, but just make it
Yeah,
as
this one I
easy,
do.
make the
Yeah.
presentation as user-friendly as possible.
So, Ridgewood Terrace,
That's right
34,
over there.
an existing two-story building. The issue, the reason why I was brought on board is that there's no restroom at the first floor. The house, if you look at the existing plans, is quite,
One sec, where's Ridgewood Terrace?
117 Boston.
No, it's right, right behind the
where?
Baptist church.
The mobile station at the top of the
Yeah,
hill.
mobile
Yeah.
station.
It's
Oh,
off
okay.
117. It's
Okay.
actually on the other side of my house, so.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh,
so
right, turn it
the
again.
site plan here is from Google, just existing house, a detached garage. There's no other structures.
Do you have any pictures of neighbors, like the street?
Yes,
elevation?
yes,
Good. Yeah.
It's on your right.
Oh, okay. I have
It's a
another
nice
site here.
little street.
You know, just, neighbors.
I can't, I mean,
Yeah,
you can see
the
it.
addition they were proposing is in the back, so this is the front.
This is the house, this is your house, okay.
Yes, okay. And this is the back, we're proposing the addition right here.
Okay.
These are the sides.
No, this is good, we're just also
Do you have
posting
any
the neighbors.
neighbors? Yes.
Oh, that he does,
So
okay.
this is the neighbor on the right
Oh,
of the
this
house.
is you, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the gentleman on the left is a little bit more hidden.
You have it?
Yes.
Fencing right here.
Okay,
So this is you and these are the neighbors?
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's,
and
I
there's
guess,
another.
But you're not doing anything in the front anyway.
We're not touching anything in the
Alright.
front, the house stays as it is. Okay, so in the site plan,
Sure,
What
Jeff,
if I
I'm
come
sorry,
this?
just so they all can see.
yes. So in site plan, we're proposing a small addition in the back with a restroom and a small mudroom, a stair to grade. It's detailed right here. So this is the existing first floor. This is the little bathroom, the little mudroom, the stair to the back. This is the basement. It's gonna be crawl space, obviously, for the plumbing. As it happens, we were quite constrained by existing conditions. First, there's a stair to the basement that we didn't want to touch, and there's an existing window to the dining room right here. The big plus was that we have the sewer line right here, so it kind of fall everything into place. We don't have to do that much work. In addition, we did it as small as we were able to. It's 7.3 by 10.5. So with that being said, this is in the drawing. So obviously we're going to remove the siding. Nothing changes
Can
on
you
the
just
front
tilt it so they
elevation.
can all see?
I apologize.
we don't usually have
So
almost
many
everybody.
people, yeah.
Okay, so the front stays unchanged. We're just gonna remove the siding, and this is where we're gonna put in place. Small addition with the glass door, and on the side, it's gonna have a window overlooking towards the garage, and on the other side, it's just gonna be simple for the wall corresponding with the mudroom inside, so.
So the existing front is the first floor?
Yes, ma'am,
This is
yes,
the,
this is the
in the back,
existing
so it's
elevation.
symmetrical on both sides pretty much.
Yes, this is the
Right now.
existing, yes.
What's next to the door again on the right? What-
Here?
No, in the new space. In
This
the new-
one?
The new building,
Yes,
right there.
right there. This is the restroom right behind it.
Is there any reason you couldn't get a small
Oh, those
oval
small
circular
windows.
clear story, some window or something?
We have a window on the other side.
I know,
On
but
the-
you
on
got a
the
big,
side, on
but you have
the
a big blank wall there.
Can we just
That's-
see the
Yes.
plan for
Plan?
the bathroom? Please?
Yes.
Where's that, Linda?
So the idea was to
Bathroom.
have some
Is the
shelves.
toilet in the
This
back
is the
there?
toilet, this is
That
the
one, no
lavatory.
windows.
The mudroom, obviously, you're gonna have some coat room on the side. And the reason we tried to put some shelving there for the restroom. And the window is on the side of the house, so she can observe the garage and everything.
You're building shelving there?
Yeah, it's just a couple of shelves, utility shelves. Nothing crazy. Utility towels, some paper towels and stuff like that.
I was thinking for you, it would look nicer if you had some sort of building.
I mean, the door has, I don't know, the door.
So that's actually the reason why we put glass on the window, so that we have light in the mudroom, and I'm assuming,
Mean
otherwise
glass on
it
the door.
becomes
Glass on the
everything.
door.
On the door.
Yeah,
What
window.
is
You
it?
said glass on the window.
Well, yeah.
It's a
That
novel,
too,
novel
yes.
idea.
That too, as well, absolutely. So other than that,
I mean, I think it's fine, I was gonna make the same comment with the other side elevation in the mudroom.
With a window,
With
yeah.
the window, yeah.
again, I wanted to put one here, but
Put
then I
in
figured
hooks
you
and
get
stuff.
in, where you gonna put your coat? So it's a little
Is
bit
that
of
the
a
only wall?
practical,
The other
and the
one's the
same with the
door.
window here. Originally I had it here, but then if you look from, you wanna look, I'm assuming this door is gonna stay mostly open, to get more light. You wanna have, she has a little child, so keep an eye on it on the backyard.
Can you pass the elevations, I'm sorry?
Yes, the new or the existing?
Well, I think
You
you
want.
have all, yeah,
This is the new elevation.
and that's the existing on the corner.
This is the front, this is the back.
Oh,
Yes.
what's
So-
the back elevation right now? Okay, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So as it happens, the thing is, it's almost symmetrical. We try to put it in the middle, but it would create a lot of other, obviously the
Sorry.
entire
I
kitchen
gotta
would
move
have
my
to be
car.
disturbed.
Who said that?
The police!
Where did
I called my husband who called me.
And not only the kitchen would have to be disturbed, but we have this existing stair to the basement that we would have to climb on top of it. So that's why we're kind of like, these are the two constraints, the existing stair and this window. So within this, we did the best that we could.
Yeah, and there's no language on the rest of the building for a clear story,
No,
you know.
so.
The roofing is the exact same, you're
Yeah,
changing the pitch, but it's
absolutely.
matching
Abs-
material.
Yes, the pitch is actually the detail 3-to-1.
And all the siding and
This is
shingles,
the-
and materials will match.
Yes, same color, same.
Same window type, same.
Yes, the window is gonna be the same with this one, the door is gonna be the same as it is on this side for this little porch here on the side, so we're not reinventing the wheel.
Okay.
Good, good, okay.
Cool,
Thank you.
okay, thank you, that's it?
Yep.
Good luck.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
You can take.
You want me to leave this here?
No,
No, you
you
can
can
have
take.
And these are yours, yes? These-
You want these photos back?
Yes, I'll show you the box.
So they're not out there?
They're out there, I'm gonna take, see if they're done with their sketching.
No, but,
Rock by Jolie.
they're not.
No, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye, good night.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
We'll try one more time for rocks.
She probably parked in the boys only spot. I think it's okay maybe to park in
Move your car.
the employee spot, but not, I wouldn't park.
That's nice that they got the hold of her.
Yeah, how did it
Yes.
get
Like
her?
for her husband, but.
Well, you know what?
Registration.
Yeah, probably for
They
the
are the
parking.
police.
Yeah, they have the records, yeah.
The place has Sarah and Sweeta.
What?
They've got Sarah and
This is
Sweeta.
a good idea, I'm going to put my phone number before they give me a ticket.
Did you park in police only? No, I was basically blocking some construction equipment that I thought was signed off for the day.
Wow.
Some
And
guy,
it's not?
a big digger pulled up and wanted to,
Big
Oh,
digger.
yeah, they-
and I feel really badly about that.
well,
So we are waiting until they finish sketching.
They've got one done, they're coming in with that, and they're working on the second one. So hopefully they'll be in real soon.
As
long as we get out of here before that.
Yeah, although, yeah.
Before the
Well,
concert.
there's
What?
still.
Yes.
What time does it start usually?
7, I think.
Uh-oh.
Springsteen cover band?
Well, that was a Tom Petty song, just the last one.
Depends on your feet.
No, before his last dance with Mary Jane.
This was, Bruce Springsteen's
I was
been on.
outside.
Just Tom Petty.
Me too. Me too. So. What's the?
Then heavy freezing.
What name is that?
Doesn't sound
Cyprian
British.
Captain.
Not my that's right. That's right. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna go Greek. I don't know, be a K, can't be.
And you're right, they sing Greek.
Like, be weird like
This was on the fly.
That's okay, we asked for it on the phone, okay. Oh, wow.
So basically, you can see the difference between them is because the shed exposes itself on the other side. Here, we'll just see the glass box and the brick. That's the reflecting pool that exists.
All right, just, you know, label it, just needs elevation and additional.
Thanks.
So the
Full house.
Thanks,
Yeah.
we're pretty excited about it.
built it.
Leon Greenberg.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the
said
landscape
that,
architect.
yeah,
He
that's right.
was a landscape
But he was a
architect.
landscape architect.
And his sons will tell you that he took a class under Frank Lloyd Wright while in studio at Columbia, but we're not sure about that.
Yeah.
But they're so
And
sweet.
yeah, I never heard that he ever taught in Columbia. But
That's what.
no, but you know what? When he was
Dan
whoa, 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 whoa,
But there are a lot of disciples.
When he was
Well,
doing
he's
the
saying
Guggenheim,
stuff
who,
that-
but also who's to say when he was doing the Guggenheim, he didn't like
Yeah,
he wasn't
Columbia.
staying at a hotel and he'd like literally
At the
did a student
semester,
It's
yeah,
possible.
semester studio.
Yeah. One thing you can't tell from here, we added vaulted skylights over the living room. It's got a huge fireplace. It
Oh,
looks
wow.
very Frank Lloyd Wright.
It looks great.
The interior's really
Sounds
beautiful.
great.
Skylights. Sounds like a good time. All right.
All right, so we're good as long as
Enjoy.
you've marked everything up.
Thanks very much, yeah.
You need to send that copy.
I think you have your two.
Did he, does he
Give
have,
me a signature
he
on
did
it,
too?
please, if they point out.
Oh, what? Oh, it's a,
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, label the elevation on
You
that.
might as well read the elevation.
So where's your office?
I have two offices. Yeah,
Broadway and
downtown,
26th.
yeah, Nomad, and then in Los Angeles. I design
Oh.
stadiums
Oh, really?
and arenas most of the time, so I don't do a lot out.
You working on the LA Stadium?
I'm sorry?
You working on the LA Stadium?
Not the Rams. Unfortunately, I was conflicted because I was working on a different site. But I did Staples Center, and
Huh?
I've done a lot of NFL. But most of it right now is international. I'm doing a lot of soccer stadiums in Rome and Liverpool.
Well, you Philadelphia Eagles. There's
Yeah,
not be an Eagles
yeah.
fan in here.
You didn't do the new.
Or not.
You didn't do the new Warriors.
No, that's nice though. That one's kind of setting the mark for arenas. But,
Good
yeah,
dish. Interesting. And
Yeah.
You can have some fun.
yeah, it is a fun thing because the fans are crazy and they get involved and write me on a daily basis to tell me what I must do and yeah.
Where did you come out of like HOK?
I was in Kansas City for a little while, which is where the sports groups really kind of grew up. It was an odd thing that they were all in one place.
Populous or just-
Yeah, they're now Populous. I was with Populous for a little while, but I started my own from, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And so, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thanks for staying, Jessica.